One day my mother, who was terribly worried about Naftali, came to me with an idea how I could possibly get Naftali out of the reserves. I'm a bereaved sister, and there must be allowances for such situations. I had paid my dues already. When I told Naftali about my mother's idea later that day, we both agreed that was so not relevant. Whoever felt they are not willing or can't be in the army in these times could just go home. No one was forcing them. We wanted to take part. We couldn't imagine sitting at home while the rest of our men were fighting. And if each one who's having a difficult time will go home, who will fight? Who will be left? Of course we will take part. During Naftali's time in the reserves, he tried in every way to help me out at home despite being away. He'd do what he could long distance. He'd schedule appointments the girls needed. He'd try calming a tantruming daughter over the phone when I wasn't managing to. Arranged for his mother to buy me gifts on his behalf. There were a couple of visits from him, where for a few hours it felt like my heart was in its place again and I could breathe. On his last day at home, I remember him taking care of many chores that had been waiting for him around the house, building a new crib, putting up a shelf. Then he asked me eagerly, what else can I do that would be helpful for you before I go again? On the first night of Hanukkah, we were together with all of Naftali's family for a Hanukkah party at my mother-in-law. It was December 7th. Everyone was there except Naftali. We had just sat down to a festive dinner when came the dreaded knock on the door. Officers walked in with the news no one ever wants to hear. Naftali was killed in battle. His tank was hit by an RPG missile while on mission in a very crowded neighborhood, heading through a narrow alley to reach a school building which was being used by Hamas as a base. In those first moments after the officers delivered the news, I understood our life as we knew it was over. In one word, devastation. I had been counting the hours till Naftali would surely be back for a visit. It was so hard without him. I missed him and our life so much. Now, all at once, there was no expiration date for these feelings, only the need to carry on. I had the girls on my lap when the officers walked in. The girls watched their cheerful family start crying, screaming, and shouting. Each girl tucked her head under one of my arms. They were both crying, "Daddy, Daddy." I needed to be there for them. I still do. I hold on to my faith tightly. Thankfully, I've got a strong one. I truly feel our nation has a journey God wants us to go through. For thousands of years already, but with a goal, I'm sure. God has a plan and we're advancing towards better, towards good. The road is rough, but the senseless hatred that many people and nations have for us is so beyond reason, regardless of facts, that it serves as more proof for me that it is from above. Part of the journey our nation needs to go through. And all we can do is follow our moral compass, try and banish the evil, and do good where we can. With hindsight, I know Naftali and I did the right thing. We know very well, and from our own family history, what happens when we Jews don't have a safe home of our own. And we had no choice but to let Naftali go in and give a hand in the war, where he was needed and asked to be. We couldn't leave it only to others to fight our war. Those were, and still are, our values. I'm grateful and happy for these values. I'm grateful to be on the right side of humanity, and I feel it's a privilege to take part in such meaningful historical times for our nation. So I live life now with my heart aching, and part of it torn away from me, but I know there is a larger picture. Thank you so much for listening.